A very good afternoon. I am Alok Srivastava and I welcome you to Network Nuts channel or the video channel. So I'm sorry for hibernated for so long. I was busy in couple of things, some trainings, some other stuff important. So the videos have taken a back seat. So as you can see there, the background is very fast and furious. It's a Lamborghini speedometer. So now just start the things once again, and in this video I am going to tell you a very small things like modifying your graphical console settings to make your system more secure, making it more difficult for any potential hacker to break in, and how to modify your default graphical login manager in RHEL 6.4, or we call it a Genome your display manager or GDM. So let me start the things with my trusted virtual machine. Once again, I have got my VM for you. You can see there now I'm working on RHEL 6.4 These are the couple of users account, those are appearing here, and if I just scroll down a bit, you can also see a common thing is that one of the major points in securing or hardening your server is that you should avoid displaying unnecessary information to any user. Like suppose in this case, if this is your server and by default the Red Hat display manager, or we call it the GDM, the GNOME display manager, it shows you all your current usernames. In my case, you can see there Alok is coming up, Arnav and Aryan are coming up, and if I've got say 10 more user accounts, they will be happily displayed here. So it's very easy for you. You've got at least one point find that there is a username Alok already exists here. So one point or one piece of information I had already shared it with you, that there is a account name Alok or Aryan. Now you need to guess or break in the password only. What if these names will not be appearing here? So it will be very difficult for you to first guess the login name as well as the password. So let's see how to secure these couple of things. And one more thing is that if you just scroll down a bit, you can see a restart or a stop button or a reboot button is coming up here, right here. So means if even though I'm not logged in because I don't have any credentials of Alok, Aryan or Arnav, I can still shut down the machine, right, if I've got physical access. Now let's check it out one by one. First thing, let's see understand how and from where to control this graphical console settings and what are the various options available to me to control these things. So I'm logged in as Alok, my password. You need to wait. Thank you very much. Just open up my terminal, go on to the root. Fine. I'll do one more thing. I'll just open up my gedit so that I can write down the notes for you. It will be good. Fonts, that is better. Close it. Let me check. So say customizing your Genome display manager, or we call it GDM. If the font is not clear, I'll just try to make it more bold. Let me make it bold. That makes things much better, I think. So the first thing you should understand is that the point here is, let me just increase the size for you, that the default graphical login manager in RHEL is your norm display manager. I can write down things. The default graphical login manager in RHEL is GDM, or you call it GNOME display manager, or some people also call it GNOME. So I'm not going into the right pronunciation. You're free to speak the way you want. So, and this is the manager that actually, or the framework that actually set what in which manner your graphical login is going to behave. And couple of final points that you should need to understand is that we know everything in Linux is a file. So actually behind the screen, GDM has got a simple text file, that stores all the configuration, or I can say the default configurations, and the file is etc gconf schemas, and then GDM simple greeter schema. This is the main or the default configuration file for your GDM. Now there are two ways in which, if I show you this, let me show you this. If I open up vim etc gconf schemas GDM simple greeter schema, here it is. It's a simple text file, but the problem is that it is in XML. So either you should have a very good skills on XML, then you can directly go inside the file and edit the things, but not everybody is comfortable working with XML. So what is the way out? So then how can I modify it or customize it as per my needs? So the third point is that there are two ways to customize your GDM or this schema file. The first way is that you can use a tool there, that is gconf tool. I'll show you. If I give here gconf tool -2, this is the tool that you can use via command line to edit that file. Fine, fair enough. Then the second way is that, and this is being done via the CLI, command line interface, and then fortunately we have got a graphical tool also, that is gconf editor, and it will help you doing the same things in the user interface, or you call it a GUI interface. So I'll be explaining you or showing you a couple of examples using both of the things. So one thing that either I can use gconf tool -2, that is the command line utility for me, and other way is that if you are not comfortable with that, no problems, you can further use gconf editor. So let me show you a very simple example. By default, if I'll just save this, I'll save this on my desktop and name it as, say, gdm custom.txt. That's great. Now if I show you here, there are a couple of, the first way is that I'm going to show you how to remove that power off or reboot button from the graphical manager. So I'll just give you one explore, say exploring gconf tool -2. Sorry. So first thing is that, okay, let me, if I'll just save it. If you remember, if I just log out from here, my machine by default is showing me all the usernames. I don't want this. I don't want anybody to get 50% of the information that is the username, so that I'm making their job 50% much more easier. I don't want that. I want that this user list should be displayed, should be disabled. So I logged in with Alok. I open my terminal. Obviously I need to have the root rights. I just su to root, making it slightly much better for you. I can use my gconf tool to enable or disable that feature. So I can use gconf tool -direct -config -source, and the source is, you know, XML file, read write, and then the path etc gconf, then gconf -xml defaults, then I'm changing the boolean type bool type bool set, then which boolean you want to set. Under apps gdm you've got a simple -greeter, and then I can just write here disable _user_ list true. Simple, means I just want to disable the user list. Just press enter here. If everything is perfect, job done. I can just copy it from here and paste it in that file. Before I show you the output, the effect, sorry, I can open it. I can just mention it here somewhere, say example number 1, disabling user list using gconf tool -2. So, and the command goes right here. That's it. This is the command. So I'll just save it once more. Now that means if everything is perfect, if I logged out now, look, it's working. My machine is not showing me any of the user accounts, those are present in my system. Now I need to know two things, the 2 bits. One is the username and other is the specific password. So you are making it much more difficult for any break-in attempts. So, and what is the way to do it graphically? Okay, I'll just open the terminal once again. Again done this assigned myself the root rights. Repeat the same command, just make it false, so that the list will be available once again. Fair enough. Let me show you. So if I log out now, it is available. Job done. Now how to do it graphically using the gconf editor? It is fairly simple, but you need to have gconf editor installed. That you need to take care. So it's fairly simple. You can either use rpm-ivh or or use the yum gconf-editor. So in my case it is already installed. So you can use yum install gconf editor, or you can use rpm-i and then the source where it is and then the package name. Okay, in my case it is installed, so I'm not bothered about that. fair enough. So just give gconf editor if you want to use the graphical tool. Here it opens. Now because you're going to make it a default policy, so make sure from the file menu you choose new default window. Click on new default window, then you go under apps, GDM simple greeter. If you recollect that command, then it is the same path, apps GDM simple greeter, and then here you can see a button there or a boolean here. It says disable user list. Just click it and do a right click here and set as mandatory. That means that is mandatory now if you want. And if you just close this now, job done. That is it, job done. If you just close this and you go log out once again, and if everything is working properly and perfect, I should not be shown the user accounts. That means it is working properly. As you can see, no user accounts are coming up here. Fair enough. So I logged in once here with my Alok user account and my password. So now the second way is that you can use I can just mention it here for you. Okay, so here I am, or you can use gconf-editor. So I need not to give the path and all the things. Fair enough. Now the second way is that the exploration or securing your GDM or hardening your display manager is that I had just disabled the user accounts. So means the user account list is not available anymore. It's indeed a very good step. Second thing is that I can also disable that power off or reboot button. Let me show you. If you are seeing this screen, just a moment, I'll just do a save and close this. I'll just do a save and close this. If you just log out from here, and if you are seeing this screen, that means you are still not logged in. Means you don't know any credentials, you don't know any login name and password, right? But still you can see this power off or reboot button. Means even though I'm not qualified, I don't have any credentials to enter into the system, I can still click this button and make the server restart or shut down. I hope you got the vulnerability or you got the threat. Threat is that even if I've got the physical access and I don't know any login name and password, still I can do this. I want to disable or remove this button at the login screen. That is my next option or my next example for you. I logged in once again. Again, there are two ways to do it. One, using your gconf tool, and the other using your gconf editor. So first I'm showing you how to use the gconf tool. It's again very simple. Gconf tool, find -- direct -- source, sorry, config source. Then obviously it should read a XML file with read write, sorry, and then the path location gconf and gconf XML defaults -- type boolean, again it's a boolean -- set, then the same path apps GDM. If you see now or you remember, it is the same path that I had browsed in using the gconf editor. Simple greeter, under this I have got a boolean here, disable restart button, and I make it button, sorry, I make it true. Job done. So if I just log out from here. Okay, before this I just copy this command and paste it in the text file which I am using for you. Example number 2, disabling your power off or reboot button at login. So paste it here and save the thing, and if I just close it down, just go back for you, sorry. Now if you log off from here and you are seeing this screen, that means you are still not logged in, and because I had disabled that user list, so no usernames are coming here. And the best thing is that you can see here you are not having the privilege of restarting and shut down the machine from here. You are not seeing any button, power off or shut down button here. That's make it more secure against any physical or your like access or misused physical access actually. So I just log in once again, and obviously friends, you can use the gconf editor to repeat the or do the same task. Let me show you with that also. So once again I just make it false, so now it is available. Let me show you. Log out, and yes, it is coming up here. Okay, now I will be using my gconf editor to do the task. I logged in once again, and again I will open my terminal, resize it for you. I use my gconf editor, and now again I'll use the same process but a different value. I go to File, Default Windows, I go to Apps, GDM, Simple Greeter, and here it is, Disable Restart Button. Just make it click and right click, set as mandatory if you wish. Then if I just close it, log out, you should not be seeing the power off or restart button. Let us confirm. Fair enough, working perfectly. Again I logged in here, and the last thing I want to show you is that you can also display some message, like you all know about etc issue and etc issue.net. I know you that etc issue is actually the, you can say, a message that is displayed on your terminals when you logged in via the CLI, and issue.net is used when you use a telnet kind of facility to gain access into the system. So these two messages are shown, but they are used at the CLI time or the terminal types. Right now let me check whether I've got some options here. I don't have. Okay, fine, no problem. Now, but I want that some graphical message should be displayed. So suppose I write something, say display, or I can say login banner.txt. Right here, this is a secure system and all your activities are monitored. And just write here network nets. That's it. So I have this message here, login banner.txt. I want that this message should be displayed to everyone who is trying to gain access or trying to log in or in a graphical environment. Sorry. Now again, you have got gconf tool to do the job, or your easy graphical tool gconf editor. So first let me again explain you or show you how you can achieve the objective by using the gconf tool. First thing is that you need to enable that boolean. So I give a gconf tool -- direct -- config -- source, then XML read write, and then the path, say etc gconf, and say gconf XML defaults -- type boolean, and then set, I say under apps GDM simple greeter banner underscore message underscore enable. First thing is that I need to enable that boolean. Enable, I say, is true, and the second thing is that I need to supply the text, what text you want. So then I need to give gconf tool -- direct -- config -- source XML read write, and then specify the path. The same path will goes here, defaults -- type string. Now here's the change. Now I'm adding a string, so the type will be string -- set apps GDM simple greeter, and say banner underscore message underscore text, text, and then you need to supply some text. Say this is a security warning, anything, and press enter. Now let's see what happened. If okay, before this I'll just write down the commands in the edit, my gedit, so that it will be for your reference. Just a moment friends, I'll just take small time. Example number 3, displaying some login banner. At the graphical login. So here the step number 1 is that you need to enable the boolean that I had done with this command. Then step number 2 is that supply the banner string or text, and that I had done with my later command. Fair enough. That's it. I save it. Now I had done both the things, so that means if everything is working fine, perfect, then at the login time I should be getting this message, this is a security warning. Let me check. I do a logout from here. Yes, this is coming. This is a security warning. Look, this is a security warning. Your message is coming up, the user list is not coming up, and the power off or restart button is gone. You're making your system more and more secure. Alok and my password, you know the password. Haha, not secure to share it here. Okay, now how to do this via your gconf editor? Again, just open your gconf editor. It's very simple. Go to the same location, just follow the same process. You go to file, new default window, apps, GDM, simple greeter. Just make sure you need to enable this, and here goes your message. So what I do here, I'll just change the message here for you so that you will find the difference here. Cat login banner. So what I do here is that I copy this, and in the strings, here it is, in the strings here I paste that. Okay, and I do a right click, set as mandatory also. Look here, then it is being updated or reflected with a new message. Now if I close everything down here, close the terminal, no issues. If I just log out here, it's not coming, so I need to check it out. Might be I've done something wrong, sorry. So this is the actual process to do it. This is gconf editor. I go to default apps, GDM, simple greeter. It is coming up here. Then why it is not set as mandatory? Okay, let's check it out. But it is the way that it should be done. I do a logout once more. Yeah, it's coming up. This is a secure system and all your activities are monitored by Network Nuts. So in this manner, you will be able to provide much more security or hardening to your system, though it is at a very elementary level. But it's always better to have something in place rather than using all the default values and all the default options. So I hope you like this video. Thank you very much for following us and your feedback. It is really a very good motivator, a very good motivation for me. And one more thing I want to just share with you. I know that a couple of you had already known to that we have a channel here, and but this video will be available for everybody. So via the YouTube channel, and couple of friends have also requested me, or the fans have requested me, that instead of blocking the videos or making the videos exclusive for the subscribers of YouTube channel or that exclusive club, why not you make it a delay of 1 month? Means the same video will be available to the club members, and the same video should be available after a delay, say of 1 month, to the normal guys, those who are not subscribed. So I'm just waiting for your feedback. In the meantime, God bless, take care, and enjoy your life. Bye.